Hello, 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 beautiful people. What's going on? It's your girl, Linda S. Husser, the bodacious lifestyle coach, coming to you on Friday's episode of Lunch and Learn with Linda. I'm excited to be here. Because today we are talking about, are affirmations enough? Are affirmations enough? Are they enough? It's so trendy. Self-development is trendy. Inspiration is trendy. Motivation is trendy. It's all trending. Everywhere you look, you're seeing affirmations, inspiration, motivation on t-shirts, cups, books. We've got journals, all kinds of stuff talking about affirmations. And yet we look around and we see some people are just not having the best life that they can have, all of this kind of stuff. So I want to ask you, are affirmations enough? If all we had to do was wake up and say, I am beautiful, I am all that in a bag of chips, I am woman, hear me roar. And yet, I want you to be very honest. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to put it in the comments. If you are brave, if you are bold, if you are bodacious, let a sister know. Do you think that affirmations are enough? Now, this isn't so that we can, say that affirmations suck or anything like that. But do you think affirmations are enough? Do you think affirmations are the key to success? Do you think that if you can simply say, I am, and fill in the blank, that your life is going to change overnight? I really want to have discussions and talks during Lunch and Learns with Linda so that we can really get to the bottom of some of us with the self-sabotage, with the self-esteem issues, the confidence challenges, right? The negative self-talk, all of that. Where is that coming from? How do we nip it in the bud? And what can we do to put an end to it, y'all? What can we do to put an end to it? Okay. So are affirmations enough? And I'm also leading into my 10-day Ignite Your Life After 50 masterclass experience going down March 21st through the 31st. And that's why I'm talking about affirmations today, right? I'm talking about affirmations because I believe in affirmations, but affirmations are a 3-part process. Affirmations are a 3-part process. For so many of us, we get into the I ams. And I think it's a beautiful thing because the brain, a wonderful thing about the brain is if we tell it something enough, long enough, right? It starts to believe it. It starts to say, hey, okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So there's negative affirmations along with positive affirmations, right? So if you grew up in a household where you were told that you were dumb, that you were stupid, that you'd never amount to anything, that who's gonna want you, that you're too fat, you're too skinny, you're too black, you're too tall, you're too short, your feet are too big, your hair is too nappy, whatever the case may be, you can continue believing that. Those will become affirmations to you. You'll start saying, well, no, that's not going to happen for me because I'm too fat. No, that's not going to happen for me because I'm too black. No, that's not going to happen for me because my feet are too big. Whatever the case may be. So I'm here to tell you, if we can believe that, then we can believe the positive stuff as well. But here's the thing. Here's what you got to really understand, that there are going to be times in your lives where positivity isn't going to be all around you. It just is what it is. That's how life works, right? That's just how life works. So give me an amen if you believe that sometimes you just aren't going to necessarily be happy. Or sometimes, the I's aren't going to be dotted and the T's going to be crossed. That's just the way life is. If you can feel me, say, I feel you, Linda, in the comments. So here's the thing. Affirmations, I believe in affirmations, but I don't think that affirmations in and of themselves are enough. It's not enough just to say, I am beautiful, or I am worthy, or I am focused, or I am fantabulous. It's a great start, but it's not enough. And I wanted to really come and address this today because as the Bodacious Lifestyle Coach, I coach phenomenal women. I coach bodacious, badass women. And yet there are still some different things that need to be tweaked, that need to be addressed, so that they can really get beyond that. Sometimes it's just that one thing that could be that stumbling block, that limiting belief that holds them back. So let's talk about the first step of affirmations. The first thing is to affirm. Yes, to affirm, to say, I am. That is the first thing. It is most necessary, and it is non-negotiable. You have to start off with I am. For me, one of the things that I had to work through growing up was being a dark-skinned African-American woman and not feeling worthy, not feeling beautiful, not feeling pretty, right? And so one of the things that I learned, and this was after, leaving high school and being good and grown, I still had a challenge with that, is I had to say that I am beautiful because my skin is chocolate mocha. I had to tell myself that. I had to start there. I had to tell myself I am beautiful because my skin is chocolate mocha. So for me, what I like to do with affirmations is use them to flip the script. Whatever I think or thought was negative, y'all, I turn that into a positive affirmation. So I want you to think about, what is that thing that you may consider a negative, and how can you flip it and turn it into a positive? Let that be your positive affirmation. And another thing, create your own affirmation. There's a lot of books out here. There's a lot of journals. Like, again, positivity is trendy now. Motivation is trendy. Inspiration is trendy. And I'm all here for it. But create your own affirmations. Create your own affirmations, because your affirmations need to make sense to you. I'm going to say that again. Your affirmations need to make sense to you and need to speak to you. So whatever is going on with you in your life, create your own affirmations that speak to what you need, speak to what's going on in your life. So the first thing is you have to affirm. Affirmations are a 3-part process. And the reason why I say they are not enough in and of themselves is because they are not. There are some of you right now who get up saying affirmations, go to sleep saying affirmations, take some time out on your breaks at work to say affirmations. And yet you're thinking, what is going on with my life? Why isn't my life changing? Why am I saying all this stuff and my life is still the same life? Okay, because the first step is you have to affirm. That's step one. And create your own affirmations. Don't buy these books with these affirmations. Make your affirmations speak to what you need. All right? What you need. All right. So for me, like I said, I struggled with being dark. That was one of the things. I had a whole bunch of stuff, but today is not really all about me. So I said, I am beautiful, because I didn't think I was beautiful with my dark skin. So one of my own personal affirmations that I made for me, where I was in my life, was I am beautiful because my skin is chocolate mocha. It probably tastes like fudge. I went deep with it, right? Whatever I thought I needed to do to affirm me in what I needed specifically. And that's what I want to challenge you to do, is create your own affirmations for you. So the first thing is your affirmation. The second thing is your visualization. It's not enough just to say I am. The second part is your visualization. You've got to see your affirmation in your mind. You've got to have a visual picture of it. So when I said that I am chocolate mocha, I saw myself as a chocolate goddess strolling down the street with a crown on and a gown. And you know how they have the little thing that goes across you when you Miss America? It had Miss Chocolate Goddess. Like I had won the crown for being a chocolate goddess. And that is what you need to do. So the first thing is to affirm. The second thing is you have to visualize your affirmation. You've got to visualize your affirmation. So think about an affirmation, and again, create your own affirmation. Yes, there are a lot of them out here, and some of the most popular, I am beautiful, I am worthy, and that's cool. That's all good. But I want you to think about, like, put pen to paper and come up with your own personal affirmations that speak to you. One of the reasons why sometimes it might not be working the way you want it to work is because you saying affirmations that somebody else said, that you heard somebody else say. What affirmation speaks to you? What affirmation speaks to you? Again, create the affirmation that is of the present, which means how about if life isn't all that great for you right now, right? Not a big deal. You can still create an affirmation that says, I am working through this time in my life and I know it will get better, right? Because affirmations aren't always in relationship to awesome things happening. Life happens. Life is life in every single day. So I create affirmations that deal with my present reality, right? When my mom was ill with COVID and I was in California, I said, I am blessed to be able to go take care of my mom, right? I was in California for 2 months. I am blessed, right? Now, that was a positive affirmation, but it was dealing with a difficult time in my life. It was dealing with a difficult time in my life. So I want you to create your own affirmations that deal with where you are. And again, I think it's beautiful that we're living in a time where everyone is very positive, and you can find positive saying on cups and t-shirts and journals and bumper stickers. I think it's awesome. But create your own affirmations, y'all, and you will really, really get some supercharged out of that, right? And then the third thing, y'all, when it comes to these affirmations, because again, affirmations are not enough. First, you must affirm. So the affirmation. The second thing is visualization. You've got to visualize that stuff that you're saying. When you say, I am powerful, what picture does that bring up in your mind? What does powerful look like to you? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? Right? Because you've got to get your brain like psyched up. Because again, we're telling the brain that might not even be our reality. So we got to give the brain some pictures of what does I am powerful look like? What does I am enough look like? What does that look like, y'all? We got to bring these words to life. And that's why I say that affirmations in and of themselves are not enough, right? So we've got the affirmation, and make the affirmation relatable to where you are in your life right now. Let me look at these comments, y'all. I've been running my mouth so much. Yes, Rochelle. My life is changing with your personal. Yes, Rochelle, your personal. Make it personal. Visualization. You got to see it. Love this. Beverly, yes, all of you. Hey, Renee. Hey. So I'm breaking down these affirmations because as I coach my ladies, my queens, some of them still struggle. And it's because we've been taught, right? And it's a beautiful thing. I'm not saying there's anything really wrong with this, but we've been just taught to say affirmation, y'all. And we've been taught to just say stock affirmations, like the ones that's just in all these different books. Your affirmation must speak to you, where you are in your life, what you're dealing with in your life presently. No past stuff. We all about the present, right? And then the third thing is implementation. So let me somebody put down the three things. Number one is affirmation. You do need an affirmation. 2, visualization. You got to make your affirmation. You got to see it. Like they say, if you can see it, you can be it. Not if you can say it, you can be it. So the affirmation is step 1, y'all. You got to say it, but you got to see it, right? You got to see it. And then the third thing is you got to be it. Implement whatever your affirmation is, y'all. You've got to implement it. When you say, I am worthy, when you see it, what does that look like? What does worthy look like, y'all? We've got to put pictures on these words. Yes. Affirmation, visualization, implementation, activate the Avi. Yes. See, a lot of us, we're saying these words. Our lives are not changing because we don't even have, when we say I am worthy, we can't even really visualize what does worthiness look like? What is the behavior that goes with being worthy. That means probably you're going to have some boundaries because you're not going to let people walk all over you because you feel worthy of better actions, better behavior than that, right? So that's why I say affirmations are not enough. And I wanted to talk about this during today's Lunch and Learn for a couple of reasons. One reason is affirmations are definitely popular and they're definitely necessary. And I personally would go so far as to say they are non-negotiable. Like affirmations are the building block. They are the foundation to all of this. Self-help, self-worth, all of that. Affirmations are the key, right? But after we affirm whatever that is, and again, y'all, I know it's a lot of books and some of y'all might, want to push back on this, but I just want you to hear me. Make your own affirmation. Make your affirmation for you where you are in your life today. And if you don't feel beautiful, right, then don't say it. Because the mind is not crazy. Now, what you can say is, I am working on feeling beautiful. I'm working on feeling beautiful. I'm working on feeling worthy. I'm working on feeling worthy. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that because you cannot go from 0 to 60. It's very difficult to go from 0 to 60. So that's why I feel like sometimes people struggle with affirmations because it's almost like you're trying to eat an elephant all at once. No, you got to take one bite at a time. Work your way up to I am beautiful if you need to. Whatever you need to do. And I know this might be a little controversial. I don't want y'all sending me no stuff talking about, well, Linda, I'm here to tell you, I would rather you stick with it than take this big old chunk and say all this stuff. I know people teaching it different ways. I'd rather you keep it real with yourself and say, you know what, right now I just don't feel beautiful, but I am working on feeling beautiful. I am marching towards beautiful, right? That's going to keep you going. So affirmation, visualization, implementation, that is the key to this whole affirmation thing. And if this is something, right, not that you struggle with affirmations, but if you are on a mission to really discover or unleash or flip the script on where you are in your life right now and who you are in your life right now. Like if you know that there's more for you, but you really don't know what more is, but you can feel it. Like this isn't the end all be all for me. Like this is not where I saw myself being here. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think doing truthful self-assessments are absolutely necessary. And only the brave can really do that. Most people lie to themselves. Most people lie to themselves. I'll say that again. Most people lie to themselves. But if you are ready to face the truth, if you're ready to do the work, because another reason that keeps us stuck is we're not really ready to do the work. We don't like where we are necessarily, but ooh, it sure is comfortable. And do you mean I'm going to have to do something different? Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to do something different to get different results. You mean I can't just stay here comfortable and get all that stuff that I want? No, you cannot. And ain't an affirmation going to make it happen for you? That's not going to happen for you. You still going to have to do the work. So the 3 steps to make your affirmation sizzle, to make your affirmation pop, is first you got to have the affirmation, but y'all create your own affirmations. Create your own affirmations. Be honest with yourself with your affirmation. Realize that you can have affirmations that are building blocks. You don't have to jump from, if you're kind of feeling a little down, you don't have to go from feeling down to I am feeling fantastic. You can say, I am working on feeling fantastic. I am gaining strength. You might not feel like you're strong. You might feel like, oh, Linda, that's a bit much to say I am strong. Okay. But you can say I am gaining strength. You can say I am gaining strength. And that's the beauty of all of this. So your affirmations, again, most important things are create your own affirmations. I know there's affirmation books out there, and that's a beautiful thing. But are they speaking to where you are and who you are at this present moment in your life? Create your own affirmations. Number 2, visualize your affirmations. Yes, it's powerful saying the words. That is a beautiful thing, but visualize your affirmations. You've got to really see it. Create a vivid picture in your mind. What does I am beautiful? What does it look like? What are you wearing? What are you eating? Where are you living? What are you driving? When you say I am beautiful, what does that look like? What does it look like? I am sexy. What does that look like? I am powerful. What does that look like in your mind? What does it look like? And then the third thing is implementation. Now that you feel powerful, now that you feel sexy, now that you feel beautiful, now that you feel strong and you see it in your mind, what strength looks like and what sexy looks like, right? Does that mean that you might have to throw out all those old raggedy panties if you're feeling sexy? Like when you see it, do you got some Savage X Fenty lingerie? Or you got some stuff, from Walmart? Nothing wrong with that. I don't even know if Walmart sells lingerie, but you see what I'm saying? What does it look like? And then put it into action. Now that you got your affirmation, now that you see it in your mind, how do you make it come alive? Yes, Rochelle. Yes. Some of us thinking we sexy, girl, and we trying to figure out, well, why I'm saying I'm sexy. I'm saying I'm sexy. I'm saying I'm sexy. But see, they didn't get to the visualization part, because if they did, they'd be looking at the underwear and them bras is not even matching, thinking this ain't what sexy people have on. That's why I say your affirmation, you got to see it and then implement. So if you saying you sexy, and then you seeing yourself walking down the catwalk at the Victoria's Secrets, and then you go to your dresser and you pull it open, and that's not what that ain't no Victoria's Secret looking like sexiness. And sexy is whatever it is to you. I'm just using that as an example. Whatever you see, whatever your affirmation, whatever the visual depiction of your affirmation is, that is what you use to implement. Affirmation, visualization, and implementation. What's missing from so many people's affirmation is either the visualization part or the implementation part. It's not enough to say I'm beautiful, I am powerful, I am enough, I am worthy, I'm a boss. Is your life boss-like? Because if it is not, then what's the picture we need to see? What do bosses do? How do they show up in the world? Are you showing up bossy? Right? And so that's what I wanted to share today. And I also wanted to let you know that I am having my Ignite Your Life After 50 Masterclass March 21st through the 31st. And let me see something here, because I need to put up the where you can register, midlifemojosession.com. It is free. It costs you nothing. It costs you absolutely nothing but your time. So while we're talking about affirmations, if you feel that you are worthy of a transformation, worthy of having those affirmations that you've been telling yourself, you kind of visualizing it now, but you stuck on the implementation part. This is the masterclass for you. Midlifemojosession.com is where you register. Ignite Your Life After 50 Masterclass. We're going to be together for 10 days. We're going to be together for 10 days, ladies. And for those of you who are like, oh, 10 days, listen, you can stay the way you are. You don't have to change anything. You don't have to change a thing, but stop telling yourself that you want to change. Stop telling yourself that you're a caterpillar and you ready to, become a butterfly. Stop telling yourself that, because that's why I'm having this conversation about affirmations, because everybody is saying all this awesome, inspirational, motivational stuff. And I'm asking you to look at your life. Is your life a reflection of the words that you're saying? Is your life a reflection of the affirmations that you are saying? Is your life a reflection of all that positive stuff you have on your walls and on your vision board? Is your life a reflection of that? Because your life will tell you if you are really believing all of those things that you're saying. Just look at your life. If your life is not a reflection of where you think and feel you should be, if you've been saying these affirmations over and over again, and yet you still can't seem to get to the other side and make those affirmations come alive, you can't activate the affirmation, which is what implementation is really all about. Activation. You got to activate the affirmation. And I just showed you how to do it. You have the affirmation. The second step is visualization. And then the third is implementation or activation. Either way, affirmation, visualization, activation, affirmation, visualization, implementation. Whatever word you want to use, you're going to have to get into action. And if you would like to hang out with some other Black women over 50 as we activate the affirmations, as we really create some bodacious life blueprints, then midlifemojosession.com is where you register, and it is going down March 21st through the 31st. This is Women's History Month, ladies. And we may have a gentleman, but it still is Women's History Month. And you get to make history too in your own way. You get to make history by changing the trajectory of your life. Even now at this stage, if you're 50 and over, that's my sweet spot. That's who I work with. Even at 50, 60, 70, 80, you, as long as you are alive, have the opportunity to flip the script. Stop saying, is this it? Is this all there is to my life? If that's not what you want it to be. Every question that you've been asking yourself, you have the power and the potential to answer that question in the affirmative. That's why we're talking about affirmation. Whenever you decide that you want the answer to not be, is this it? Is this all there is to my life? To, woo, I am so in love with my life. Now, see, that's an affirmation. And that's how we flip the present condition, the present state. Wherever you are presently, you can create an affirmation, which is why I say create your own affirmations, y'all. You can create your own affirmation dealing with where you are in your life right now. Your affirmation could be, I am registering for Ignite Your Life After 50 Masterclass because I want to activate my affirmations, because I want to get out of this, let's just call it what it is for some of us, get out of this rut that I'm in, right? I am registering for Ignite Your Life After 50 Masterclass because I am the captain of my ship. I am deciding to take my life back. I am choosing to live my best life, to live my life like it's golden. I am determined that I ain't going out like this. I am on a mission to create the life that I desire and deserve. See, these are the affirmations that we can be saying. These are the ones that I said to myself so that I could become the person that not only I am today, that you see today, that it took a lot of work, y'all. I don't even want you to think that I just woke up and like, woo, I am that bodacious lifestyle coach. Nope. This is after seminars. This is after workshops. This is after conventions. This is after coaching. This is after therapy. I became this person because I understood that Superman wasn't coming for me, that I was my own rescue. I understood that. It took a while, but after a while, it was like, well, girl, you have taken you as far as you can take you, Linda. I think you might need to implement some of this stuff that you've been reading about, some of these workshops you've been going to, girlfriend, and you still ain't really where you want to be. What's missing? A coach was what was missing. A mentor was what was missing. A tribe of other women who were all seeking and wanting to live their best life was missing. And for some of you, you have taken you as far as you can take you. I'm the Bodacious Lifestyle Coach, and I still have a coach. I keep a coach in my life. And one thing that I realized is when I invested in me, it brought out the best in me. When I invested in me, it brought out the best in me. This is a result of really visualizing that I am enough, that I am worthy, and then implementing and activating that affirmation. What does I am worthy look like? I am worthy looks like me signing up to take Lisa Nichols' class. A few $1,000s in. Yeah. Thank God for the payment plan. But I am worthy has to mean something, because transformation, y'all, I'm going to just let you in on a little secret. 9 times out of 10 is going to come with a transaction. Because if we could just get it for free and just be these phenomenal people, then we would. And I still listen to YouTube, right? I love the motivational channels on YouTube. But I also understand that that's not personalized to me and what I need. And it wasn't until I got coaching and could express how I felt specifically and then get a bodacious life blueprint tailored for me that my life changed. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we really know what we're supposed to do. Don't you think? We know what we're supposed to do. We're just not doing it. And we're not doing it because we don't have the confidence and the courage and the guts to do it. All these books, y'all, I got books for days, okay? And I still read them. And all they do now is just cement what I know to be true. And I like just the reinforcement. But those books in and of themselves did not take me from where I was to where I wanted to be. The coaching did that. So I would love to see you during my Ignite Your Life After 50 Masterclass experience going down March 21st through the 31st. And you can register for free, midlifemojosession.com. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. Remember, the affirmations in and of themselves are not enough. You have to affirm, you have to visualize, and you have to implement. Or you have to affirm, you have to visualize, and you have to activate. All right. So if you're wondering why aren't these affirmations working, it's because you're not working the affirmation. You're not working the affirmation. And on that note, I love y'all. Peace. I'll see you next week. I got a little off track today. But I just got back into town. We're good. So I'll leave you with that. Enjoy your weekend. All right. Pray for Ukraine, y'all. Let's pray for Ukraine. I affirm, right? I am praying for Ukraine, right? And I see in my mind the ceasefire. I see in my mind the ceasefire. Yes, I see in my mind the ceasefire. Okay? And so with that, y'all, peace and love. God bless you. Have a great one. Bye-bye.